it. All those people that have been going about pointing people, looking for our people that are sacrificing themselves to ensure that all of us, we are free, that our generation is free from eternal bondage. Because what many people do not know, some of you that are dragging feet, what we are doing, this time that we are doing this thing, this is the only time we can do it. If we all go to sleep, if today this struggle is difficult, because from what I'm seeing, the challenges we are facing is even more than it was about 50 years ago when our fathers fought. If it is more difficult now, you can imagine what it will be for our children and generations to come if they want to fight. And our enemies are not relenting. Any time that you waste, our enemies are advancing. If not for ESN, I wonder if we'll be able to move around in our cities any longer. If not for ESN that has stopped the invasion. The invasion of our enemies are only stopped by ESN. So when some people begin to misbehave and you want to ignorantly help the zoo to achieve their aim, what you are doing is that you are actually ignorantly helping them to destroy this movement. But whether ignorantly or what have you, you are not going to succeed, because this movement is divine. I, as an individual, I never imagined being in a movement like this. But Elohim told me early enough when I started hearing the voice of our leader. Elohim told me I must do this. He said, you must do it. You must get involved. You must speak. Because to whom much is given, much is expected. When Elohim opens your eyes to see these things the way you see it, as clearly as you see it, it is not for nothing.
It's true.
He said you must speak, and I started speaking, even with the challenges and with the people, the discouragement. I started speaking, and I'm still speaking, and I will continue to speak, because there is no other life, because the picture is very clear. There are only two options. It is either we get Biafra, or we all die trying to get it. Because there is no life outside Biafra. If you have not settled that in your mind, then you must have to rethink and go back again from the scratch. Maybe you have to go back and take the IPOB oath once again, if you do not understand that there is no other option. Our enemies are highly determined and they are very strategic. What they want our land and our lives. Anyone that stands in their way, they will cut off. So this, what we have now, is what we are doing. This movement is a blessing from God. This is the only opportunity that we have to save our people. So if you're in this movement, you must be very focused. And as it is right now, the DOS is standing strong, and you must give the Directorate of State the support that we need for us to be able to bring this whole struggle to a conclusive end until our leader comes out of detention and we continue. If by that time Biafra has not been restored. Thank you very much, our host. Thank you very much, my leader, Deputy HOD Mazi Tony Zurimike.
Wonderful, wonderful. That was our African rep, and I will say well spoken. At this juncture, the microphone will go to European rep in the person of Mazi Abanim Austin. Ndewo.
Ndewo, when you see Mazi Zurumike, I hope I'm coming out clear.
You are coming out clear, loud and clear.
Thank you. Greetings to you, Mazi Chinedu Jonathan. Biafrans are happy with your contributions and your commitment in the struggle. Keep on doing the good work. Your message is being received positively all across the world. Good evening, Biafrans all over the world. Good morning and good afternoon, depending on your time zone. My name is Mazi Austin Abanyim. I come from Amike is in Olu, province of Biafra land, and I serve the indigenous people of Biafra as the European rep and member of Directorate of State. It is very important that the Directorate of State comes on air this evening to address some pertinent issues that have been revolving around our movement, especially since the extraordinary rendition of our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, from Kenya to Nigeria. We have been watching very closely. Very, very attention has been given to this issue to tell the Nigerian government that we are still Biafrans. As you have not defeated us 200 years ago, you have not defeated us 50 years ago, you will not defeat us again. Because we are Biafrans, simply. We are the children of Chukwu Kabiama. Our movement is heavenly ordained. That's what you should really understand. Our movement, the Biafra Restoration Project, is heavenly ordained. And Nnamdi Kanu is our prophet. Do the prophet of the Lord no harm. The Directorate of State is here to tell you, the DSS and their cohorts, even the saboteurs among us, that IPOB has a solid structure, an impregnable structure. Those of you who are hoping and thinking that you are going to bring division now that our leader is incarcerated, think again, because we have a blueprint that is guiding our steps into this struggle. We are ready to fight this war more than 200 years. Our leader has said it already. We have studied the reason why we failed 50 years ago to restore Biafra, or to maintain the country that was declared as an independent nation 50-something years ago. The reason why we failed, we have corrected it. That's the first thing we did in this struggle, because our leader knew about all these things. He studied more than 17 years the reason why Biafra failed when it did. For that reason, we have taken all the necessary corrections and measures to ensure that this struggle can be sustained more than 200 years. So no matter whatever you do, keeping our leader in the detention, hoping that you are going to maybe inflict an injury in the struggle, then you are wasting your time, because we have more than 1,001 Nnamdi Kanus waiting. Oh. And now that he is incarcerated, we are going to unleash them.
This is a powerful language. Nnamdi Kanu is like Barack Obama, the whole world. When Barack Obama broke the yoke of presidency in America, there's millions of Obama. Nnamdi Kanu now in international world. Nnamdi Kanu is in my house. Nnamdi Kanu is the whole world, wide world. There is what Nnamdi Kanu worldwide. So when you hold the Nnamdi Kanu in Nigeria, thinking you are holding in Nnamdi Kanu, each house of Biafra have Nnamdi Kanu. God have poured the anointing on them. So you are wasting your time. It's like when Barack Obama became the president of America, the whole world, there is Barack Obama. The whole world, there's Michelle Obama. The whole world, there is Nnamdi Kanu. The whole world, there is Queen. The whole world, there is Victors. The whole world, there is Victorias. The whole world, there is successes. The whole world, there is preciouses. The whole world, there is wealth. Nnamdi Kanu is a war. the whole world. So you are failing. The Janjaweed, return back to Mali. Nigeria is not for you. Nigeria, you can't do anything. The yoke have been broken. Ojukwu broke the yoke. But you know why? God knows the right time. When Ojukwu broke the yoke, God said that, I'm going to scatter. You see the same thing that happened to the Jewish. I'm going to scatter. I'm going to scatter Biafra, the whole world. And the voices have been going to Elohim.
He is the one who has been preaching peace. He didn't want to harm anybody. Our movement was a peaceful one. We have been demonstrating only with our flags and our placards, but what we receive in return has been bullets, live bullets. It was very, very ridiculous when we saw in Lagos last time that Nigeria has water canister to disperse crowd. I never seen that before. In Biafra land, they don't have water canister. All they have is armored tanker. And this is to show all Biafrans that we are hated, not because we did anything wrong, but because of the blessings Chukwuabiama has deposited in our land and in our intellectual capacities. We want to ensure them that Nnamdi Kanu must be relieved unconditionally and unharmed. The DOS has resolved to ensure that this movement remains sacrosanct, as our leader has left it, and he is going to come back and take up the movement as he left it. Because as we speak now, Mazi Chika Edoziem is the head of Directorate of State, and all the members of Directorate of State from every part of Biafra land, we are solidly behind him, because this is the structure that our leader laid down for us, and we are following it very, very strictly and meticulously. So for that reason, our people must understand the reason why we have called for a constant sit at home, and the reason why we have not allowed an open protest to happen. I think Mazichina Samur has elaborated on that, that we should understand why we shouldn't come out in the street to make them drink more blood of Biafrans. Because the blood of Biafrans have been offered at the table of one Nigeria and the altar of one Nigeria for so long. And we have decided not to give them any opportunity to drink our blood, but they are going to drown in their own blood this time. We are not coming out. We are going to sit at home to save our lives and to frustrate the Nigerian economy, which already has crumbled. Those who understand about finance and economy will understand that Nigeria is already at the brink of collapse when it comes to economic terms. But when we sit at home, we are going to help them commit what we call economic suicide, and that is going to happen very soon. If they fail to release our leader, our threat is conditional. That condition is that they release our leader on or before the 8th of August, and from the 9th, we are going to start our civil disobedience. And if they still refuse to release our leader, we are going to tighten the buttons of this civil disobedience until we sweep Nigeria into their knees. Our leader, his life and his sacrifice in the struggle can never be quantified. Therefore, we are ready to do anything possible to ensure that he is released unconditionally and unharmed. So, to all those politicians in Biafra land who thought that they have attained their goals by betraying our leader, or those who contributed their funds to ensure that our leader is taken into captive, we are sorry for you, because Biafra land will never contain all of us together. It will be better for you to go to exile or to move to the northern part of this to native land, the caliphate, and live there than staying in Biafra land, because what is going to come on you, it is unprecedented. We don't like the issue straight, but they are making a promise that our leader says many times in his broadcast that the method of our madness, and that madness This is what you are going to be seeing as you keep our leader under detention. We want to tell our people that the sit at home will be very, very effective. It will create more impact towards our goal to push Nigeria into a very tight corner, especially economically, and save the lives of our people rather than coming out in the street to protest, because Nigeria anyway, they don't understand the meaning of protest. They see protest as call for war. They don't understand the referendum as a call for war, because they are Jews who studied with only the quota system this school has to offer. So they don't know how to run a country, how to run an economy, and what democracy really is all about. Therefore, we are calling on our members worldwide to remain resolute. We are going to be issuing memos and press statements signed by our Directorate Managing Museum, and we are calling on all your friends to always look out for information coming from the Directorate of State or what they hear on Radio Biafra, because there are a lot of fake news lying out there on social media that make our people to panic. We want to ask you not to panic. Confirm whatever you hear from your coordinator or from any member of the Directorate of State before you do anything. We have one central command, and at the moment, Mazi Chika Doziem is on the seat to do that work. We are also telling our people that everyone should be very, very cautious with whatever they do, whatever they eat, because our enemies have different strategies on how to harm our people, even food poisoning, kidnapping, and so on. We need to be cautious. We need to be conscious of what we eat, where we go, and when we go there. We are calling on the Nigerian government to relieve our leader unconditionally, because the life of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is sacrosanct to the people of Biafra. He is a type of Christ to us. The chains on his hands are the chains on Biafrans. All the torture and inhuman treatment as if he has been subjected through are done to Biafrans. And all the sacrifice that this man has made in this struggle, and the life of over 5 million Biafrans who have given their lives for the sake of this Biafra freedom, is the more reason why we should never back down, no matter what. This is a message that the DA says, and the Nigerian government should understand that the more they kill us, the more resolved we are to pursue the freedom of Biafra. Killing our people is even giving us more motivation to fight for this struggle. So arresting our people and killing them, you are making great mistakes, because you are rekindling the pain of the loss of lives. Because in our land, lives is very sacrosanct, and that's why we call it a mandu. We call life mandu. The more you waste the lives of Biafrans, especially our youths, the more you rekindle our pains, and the more resolved we are to continue pursuing this struggle until Biafra is restored. And we promise you that it's not going to be long anymore. Thank you so much, Mazi Nzurubike and Mazi Jonathan, for giving me this opportunity. I believe Biafrans has heard us, and we'll be coming more often on air to address issues regarding the struggle and where we stand. Thank you so much, and good evening.